Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
What's up, everybody? It's Tim, High Noons Vinyl, your friendly neighborhood vinyl guy. I know I've been gone a long time. Just life gets in the way sometimes. So, but anyway, enough of that. We'll talk about that at the end. But I'm here. I've got a bunch of records, and I've been known to talk a lot, but I'm going to try to keep this brief. So this is outside of the 2024 new releases. This is some stuff I picked up towards the end of last year, 23. This is some stuff I've ordered this year, minus a couple of things, because I will do a favorites of 24 in 25. The year's not over yet. But starting off, Yes Talk, this finally got another reissue, which means it wasn't worth hundreds of dollars, which I didn't want to spend on crazy money on this. It's a good album. It doesn't rank in the top half of the Yes discography for me, but it's a solid release. 100% digitally recorded, so anybody's going to say, oh, it sounds like it's digital. No kidding. Added to the Dio collection, got the reissue of this year on the European Vertigo Swirl, got that at a good price, so I was glad to add that. Found this towards the end of 23. This is a new reissue from, is it Real Gone? I don't remember, but it's I can't remember who did it. Oh, maybe it was Cleopatra. Yeah, it was Cleopatra. Really cool looking vinyl there. Sounded really good. This one has just eluded me. If I saw it, it was either beat or just too much. So got that one. Was happy to grab that. Another classic reissue on white vinyl. This is New 2. Love me the Krautrock. End of 23 release, Dirty Honey. If you watch my channel, you know I am crazy about Dirty Honey. And this album did not disappoint. My favorite hip-hop album last year. Won a couple Grammys. You might have heard of this guy, Killer Mike from Run the Jewels. This album is absolutely fantastic. He put out an epilogue this year. Streamed it for free in July. The vinyl just came out a couple weeks ago. Saints and Sinners, I believe it is. That might appear on my 24 recap. We don't know. I'm a huge fan of Killer Mike ever since he got his debut in Feet Wet with Outkast. He has always brought the goods. This was a really cool one from last year. This is Two Skinny Jays. Two Skinny Jays were a New York, New Jersey hip-hop rock alternative band, almost nerdcore. Great stuff. I can't remember if I showed this or not. So they reissued their 2 EPs before signing with, was it Capricorn? Whoever was the same label at the time as 311. I think it was Capricorn. So they did Return of the New Improved and Sing Earth Boy Sing. Each one is on a side on this. There was 3 different vinyl releases of 75 apiece, and I got the clear because I thought it was just cool, and that is clear. So that's the original cover art for Sing Earth Boy Sing, and that's the original one for Return of the New and Improved. Very unique, very different rhyme styles, very different. Sorry, my dog is trying to get in the action shot. Very different rhyme styles, very different metaphors. Definitely not typical hip hop. Good listen. They were actually featured Star Search. I think they did Barbecue, and that was featured in a movie. If you're an old school WWE head and you remember the tag team 3 Minute Warning, their song, You Got 3 Minutes Until We're Out of Here, that was Two Skinny Jays. Last year, Czarface released one, Zartificial Intelligence. If you've watched me at any point, you know that I'm a Czarface fan. This is esoteric. This is 7L, and Inspect the Deck from Wu-Tang Clan. Some incredible features on this one. This was the Record Store Day release for Black Friday last year. They seem to always sneak something out for Record Store Day, Black Friday. And this was last year. It was limited on orange vinyl, and it has 2 additional tracks that were exclusive. Your features here, they've got Cool Keith on a couple of them, Frankie Pulitzer, and if you know your Czarface lore, which you might not, and that's fine, Frankie Pulitzer is actually Tom Hardy. So that's why they get soundtrack songs on Venom and stuff like that, because Tom Hardy actually tried to be a rapper, and he's actually pretty damn good. So Czarface, worth a listen, and these guys might again appear on the 24 list. Spoilers. This was a Record Store Day release, and I picked it up, and I did not go out Record Store Day shopping, but I did all my Record Store Day online, and I got this for a stupid price, like half. It was ridiculous. So this is a 3-album set of Public Enemy, the Revolvolution tour, which was in '03, in Australia, and it was absolutely fantastic. Sounded really good for Public Enemy and a small band live. If you're a Public Enemy purist, highly recommend it. They do tons of classics. Great sound. I did pick up some jazz this year. I did get Mosaic, Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. This was the Blue Note Classic Vinyl Series release. Incredible stuff. I also got, I think, was it Acoustic Sounds or Sound of Vinyl. Somebody was running a sale on this, and it was stupid price, and I had to get it. The Acoustic Sound series is just, to me, it rivals the Tone Poet. I think Tone Poet still takes it, but this is really good. So Sonny Rollins on Impulse. I mean, how can you say no to that? Added yet another classic to the jazz collection. One that I was excited about. This was a reissue from Toshinori Kondo and DJ Crush. So DJ Crush is kind of the Japanese equivalent of DJ Shadow, if you're familiar with of him. I know I spoke about him before. Crush is very much a turntablist in the sense that he definitely approaches mixing and sampling like an instrument. He incorporates a lot of the trip-hop, hip-hop rhythms and drum patterns and samples, but he does it in a way where he includes a lot of traditional Japanese sounds and instruments and melodies, and he's always had a very strong appreciation of Japanese jazz. He likes all jazz, but he's really keen to the Japanese jazz. So he got a chance with work with Japanese legend Toshinori Kondo on this album. And unfortunately, about 5 years ago, Toshinori Kondo passed, and on the 5th anniversary of his passing, they worked with, I want to say it was Digger's Factory, to reissue this, and I pounced all over it because originals were crazy priced, and sounds great. So I've actually spun this quite a bit. It's a great evening, relaxing, maybe a drink, just kind of take the edge off. It's quite the evening vibe. Another RSD purchase, one for the Boogie Down production, one for the Hip Hop Collection, Boogie Down Productions. I am a Boogie Down Productions fanatic. I love KRS-One, and this one's actually really cool. It's on black and yellow splatter, which is really cool. And this is also the only time, to my knowledge, I'm not going to say definitely, but it's the only time to my knowledge that this album, which tipped the scales at well over 50 minutes, was released on a 2 LP set. That being said, I just had to have it because I knew original pressings were going to sound like garbage. Very long album, some incredible hits. Love's Gonna Get You, You Must Learn. Great stuff from Boogie Down Productions. Earlier this year, Real Gone Music had a sale where they emailed me, and it was like crazy prices. It was like $11.99, $12.99, $9.99 for vinyl. And I started looking, and I didn't jump on it fast enough. So some of the things were sold out. But I did see that they had the reissue rights with Real Gone Music to do some of the black jazz label. And it was a label I've been interested in. So, and I've been a little bit familiar with some of the sounds. I know it's soul jazz, a little bit of jazz funk. It can get a little avant-garde, maybe almost pushing free at times. But I found 4 of them at $9.99 a pop, and I just said, "What the hell? Let's do it." So I got Henry Franklin, the Skipper. I got the Awakening, which is Hear, Sense, and Feel. The Awakening Mirage, and Henry Franklin, the Skipper at Home. What impressed me not only about all these was the quality that Real Gun put into it. They shipped them in their own MoFi style inners. I didn't have to do anything. They were right there in there. Quality pressed, sounds really good, mixed well. It's not distorted. It's very clean. Now, granted, I know it says from the original master tapes, and we can get into that debate. But for $9.99, I was not disappointed. And if I find more of their reissues, I will definitely grab them because I think they were top notch. I think they were really well done. I was very happy with them. And some of these can get really stupid with the prices. And I don't know if I'm going to go for a full run, but so far, everything I've heard on this label I've enjoyed. So I think I'm going to try to grab some more. This was the last I needed from Molchat Doma from Belarus. Really cool vinyl. However, they put a new one out this year. Could it be in my 2024? I don't know. If you're not familiar with Molchat Doma, think Joy Division, think maybe early Cure and those types of post-punk, very new wave-ish, dark as hell feeling. And I've said this before about the band, don't Google the lyrics. That's dark. But they are very emotionally charged, very out there, but I just love the sound. I think this is a huge callback. Those who live in that early 80s post-punk, new wave world should check them out. They are just by far an incredible outfit. Picked this one up at a steal. It was one of those like Amazon warehouse deals. It was pretty decently priced, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. So this is Clark Kent. And if you're going, oh, that looks like Stuart Copeland, you would be right. That is Stuart Copeland. So he had a side project when he was with the Police and was called, oddly enough, Clark Kent. Spelled with K because you would get sued otherwise. So if you think of some of the quirkiness of the Police, like On Any Other Day, very quirky song, very odd. And he actually sings on that. That's kind of what you get here. It's quirky. It's 3-minute. It's that new wave silliness of the 80s, but it's a lot of fun. And this is the 2 LP reissue. And this is it. This is everything, kids. This was the album. This was the singles and the B-sides. One shot it. Done and done. Sounds good. It was a fun listen. I am a huge Police fan, so for me, that was a no-brainer. Another band I'm a huge fan of is Soul Coughing. This is not Soul Coughing, but they are back. Hopefully we'll get new music from them, but they just wrapped up a small tour in 24. They're doing another tour in 25. They are reissuing their debut, Ruby Vroom, in January. Yes, I've got that pre-ordered. And they are doing one thing that they said they would never, ever, 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 ever do because they improv a lot on stage, and that was release a live album. They're releasing a live album in April. So Soul Coughing is here. But this is Mike Doty's side project. He's had numerous of them when he went after the band broke up. This is Ghost of Room. So it's him and, pardon me because I don't know any of the other three. This is Andrew Scrap Livingston, Madden, Lil Pepper, Class, and Danny Frankel, because apparently Danny didn't want a nickname. So you've got Mike Doty on the vocal, the sampler, and the guitar. Andrew Scrap Livingston on the cello, guitar, organ, and piano. Madden Little Kepper Class on drums, and Danny Frankel on percussion. This very much has that kachak feel, and if you know soul coughing, you know what I'm saying by that kachak. That kind of driving. The drummer for soul coughing was known to put kind of like tambourine on his hi hat, very similar to what John Bonham did. Great drummers that go like. Good stuff. Not the same caliber as soul coughing. It does have a different feel, but it's still fun. It's still quirky. It's still left of center, and that's what I expect from Mike Doty. So this did not disappoint. This was their most recent one, Ghost River Room 3. I don't know if they're going to do another. Pick this one up at a steal. This is Cybertron. So Cybertron was an 80s kind of new wave synth dance outfit. You could tell they took a lot of inspiration from Kraftwerk. The last song on this album, Clear, is a b-boy dancing monster, and this was a Black Friday special online, and I got it for like, I don't know, $12. Great reissue. It was reissued by Craft Recordings, so it sounds great. Glad to have it. I've never been able to find an original. Still like to find their 12 inches, but to me, that's all I need from them as far as for one and done. Simonande, I picked up the reissue. I was pissed because it was warped. I called the company. They sent me another one. That one was warped. So I've got two. This one I've managed to flatten a little, somewhat, so it's not terribly bad. But for the most part, I would love to find a vinyl flat and really flatten it. If I could do that with the other one, I'd probably gift it to somebody. I'm afraid to send it now. Does not skip, but it just makes me cringe. So, but it sounds good. In fact, I think Emma picked this same reissue up quite some time ago, and hers was perfect because, I have bad luck. So anyway, Simonande, love them. I want more. And for those of you saying, holy crap, Tim, you bought a lot. Again, some in 23, some in 24, maybe. Rhino did me right with the Start Your Ear Off Right in Rocktober, so that's what you're going to see here. This is Astral Weeks. Man, this one has eluded me. And when I saw it was getting the reissue from Rhino, I said, yes, please, and thank you, on that olive green, military green that's the same color as the label. And hot take, I'm over the colored stuff. I'm over this multicolored whatever. It's cool. I don't stand there and look at it. And sometimes it's hard to see the imperfections. So I could take or leave it, but I was just, give me a great sounding Astral Weeks and you got me. So absolutely happy to have that, as well as nuggets and more nuggets. You get a nugget and you get a nugget. Wait, that sounds... Hold my nuggets. That sounds wrong. So we all know Nuggets. Very cool vinyl. This is the orange and yellow splatter. This one I think is even a little bit cooler. It's teal and purple. Very peacocky. Good God. If you don't know Nuggets by now, get out from under the rock you're under. Check it out. This is just killer stuff. And then the Rocktober did me right. Stone Temple Pilots, a band I am trying to get a full run of. Got these two reissues. So we got Stone Temple Pilots number 4 and Shangri-La Da. Shangri-La Da is okay. It's got some moments that I think that they could have possibly tidied up a little bit, but that's just me. But I think this might be a very unsung, very overlooked album. You've got a couple hits that went out, like as far as No Way Out was a single, Sour Girl, which is just an absolute amazing track. But I think the gem on this one is Atlanta. Scott Weiland's vocal performance is just absolutely stunning on that album. And then I picked up the couple from NXS, NXS X, Suicide Blonde, and Disappear, and then Full Moon Dirty Hearts. So this one was on clear vinyl, I think. I think this one, what funkiness was this one on? Oh, this was on red vinyl. So, oh, and I didn't show the Stone Temple Pilots. The Stone Temple Pilots this one was on white and black splatter, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And then this one was on like a yellowish orange thing. So, all in all, good stuff. Been listening to a lot of things. So that's the update, kids. Staying away from needle drops right now. They're getting to be a little hard. I'm not happy with this mic. I got a new phone, and the way it plugs in, I don't like. New phones don't have headphone adapters, so I got to get a new mic. I do my recording on my phone. If you guys use mics and you like the sound and you like the quality of them, would love a wireless mic. Let me know in the comments what you use. Nothing too expensive. I'm not trying to break the bank here. I'm not going to turn into an YouTube sensation. Look what I'm working with. Nobody wants to see this. This literally is a face for radio. What can you do? Update on the channel. What's going on? So, I'm going to try to get back into this. You know, there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on personally. Summertime is always busy because school's out. My wife and my volunteering kind of picks up a little bit in the summer months. So it's all good. And just some things have been going on, and it's been crazy. I'm trying to make a conscious effort to try to get back into it, at least somewhat part-time, maybe every couple of weeks. I do have a couple videos I'd really like to do. I have a full run discography. Granted, they're all reissues, but of one of my favorite hip hop groups of all time. And I'd love to do a ranking on that. I've never done a ranking before, so I've been thinking about that. I've got a couple other things. The 2025 vinyl tag is already out there, and I'm gonna wait till 2025. You guys do you. I mean, I'm not begrudging anybody, but I mean the 2025 vinyl tag is already out. That'll be coming up after the holiday. I've got a stack of. I've decided I'm going to do Hendrix all by itself. I did that big thing a couple years ago. I've got some new Hendrix pieces. I've decided I'll just do a Hendrix collection update, by themselves. So whenever I get a healthy stack, I'll show those, and that's got something special in there. So I do have some video ideas. It's just been trying to find time. So I miss interacting with you all. I'm trying to get better about watching, but I wanted to get on here and let you know, hey, I'm still here, I'm still kicking, and I miss you guys. So hopefully we can do this again soon. So if I don't make it back beforehand, have yourself a wonderful holiday season, whatever it is you celebrate. Insert it here. May you have a happy holiday. May your new year be wonderful. I'm pulling for all of you. I hope you guys are doing great, and we'll be back soon. Oliver sends his love. He's out running errands with his mom, so I'm sure you'll see him in the new year soon too. So anyway, love you all. Thanks for watching. Peace.